What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to talk about this topic. X-Men reworks are coming, and this is something that I'm very excited about. A lot of characters here that I like, a lot of characters here that have very interesting kits but never saw their full potential because they have multiple limitations. But is it true? Is it really happening? We don't know for sure, so we're gonna talk about that. So we have this rumor started for a long time, or I don't know, the developers said themselves in a strike time video that we are going to have X-Men reworked down the line. And at the time we had the Sinister Six rework, which was really massive. It allowed for a lot of theory crafting, it allowed a lot of utility. You could even build multiple teams, and this was very exciting. And finally, we have a confirmation from Tauna, Envoy exclusive, that the X-Men reworks are coming. Now, first off, Tauna was the only Envoy that made a video about it. So, is it true? I'm not sure if it's true. So in the files there is no confirmation of this. There was no changes made to these characters, and I really hope this is true because I'm very excited about these characters. But don't build anything based on Tauna rumors, because if you guys don't know, Tauna in the past he said that Mantis and Drax were going to get reworked when the No Air team came to the game. And even level up those two characters to level like 95, and then guess what? They didn't got reworked. So take what Thanos says with a grain of salt, and this is not something against him, but many times his rumors are just broad speculations or anything like that. And 70 to 80% of the time they end up not happening. So the fact that he says that he has Envoy exclusive information and he's the only Envoy talking about it is very, very suspicious. Now, if it's true, if it's really true, what you should do to prepare, and which are the characters that are going to get reworks. So we have reworks announcement for Colossus, we have for X-23, we have for Kitty Pryde, we have for Phoenix, and we also have for Jubilee. Now Jubilee, she has a new animation. You can see it right now. She didn't have this animation in the past, but we also saw the same thing with Storm. Storm also had a new animation, but that does not mean anything. So they really changed the original skin, and it turned out to be a nothing burger. Now, either way, we have one legendary character that is Phoenix, and Phoenix might be the reason why these reworks are taking so long, because right now the way Phoenix works is that whenever she dies, she summons the Dark Phoenix, and that's a big problem because the Dark Phoenix, she gets very little value from the ISO 8 investment that you put on this character. And also on top of that, you have Kestrel and other characters that also stop the summons. And once again, Dark Phoenix being a summon, it really cripples on how this character works. So I hope these reworks are taking longer because they are changing the Phoenix from a summon to empowered, and that would be a lot better. Now, there are still characters that stop empowered characters like Miss Marvel Light, but between Miss Marvel Light and Kestrel, I would rather have Miss Marvel Light countering Phoenix. Now, in terms of the other characters, we have to talk about the value of Jubilee. I know that a lot of people don't like Jubilee, but she's actually a quite amazing character. On her passive, she gives speed bar to her astonishing X-Men allies. I hope this is not going to be to other characters, otherwise it might be too powerful. Then we have a stun with a slow for everyone on her ultimate. Also with the turning wind, every time you have a stun plus turning wind plus slow, it's like amazing ability. It's very, very good for PvP situations, but unfortunately she's kind of slow, so this is a problem that maybe will be fixed in the future with this rework. Then we have the special. She calls out all astonishing X-Men to assist her with the offense up, and then she's gonna spread negative effects the same way that we have with Hela. So this could be quite powerful on specific situations, and with the amount of damage that we have right now with the X-Men, this could be very exciting. And finally we have our basic that applies blind. basic blind on a basic is just such a good and powerful ability that we could see this really changing a lot of matches that we have right now in Alliance Wars and Cosmic Crucible and so on. So this is definitely something very exciting. Then we have the fact that she never had a lot of focus, so maybe they will also fix her focus. That would be great as well. Now with Phoenix, we already talked about her. They really need to fix the summon situation and make it empowered instead. Overall, her stats are okay-ish. The kit is still okay-ish, but it's okay, I guess. We'll see what they're going to do with her. I'm actually very excited for the Phoenix rework because this is such an iconic character that unfortunately Marvel Strike Force didn't get far. They made their way too specific for Dark Dimension 3 because Dark Dimension 3 was really hard and it never went anywhere after that. Okay, then we have Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde, she was never good from the start, but she has some interesting abilities. So she counters characters with a lot of taunts, and now with the Black Knight coming to the game and Black Knight having synergies with other protectors, we could be going into a meta where we have multiple protectors on the same team at the same time. So a rework could help with that, as she can remove taunts and also get a big amount of speed bar. So maybe they'll increase the focus on her special to fix the situation, and that would make her very interesting. Then we have her ultimate that applies disrupt for 2 turns, and this disrupt, it's so annoying. I'm sure you guys went through the Morgan Le Fay trials or the scourges, and every time the enemy Kitty Pryde on node 5 would apply disrupt to your web warriors, you dread the situation because it was just so annoying. It would kill your team instantly based on how disruptive those disrupts were, right? On top of that, she also has this dodge mechanic, evade mechanic that she gives to her allies. So once again, these are very powerful abilities. You can see this right now with Gwenom applying evades to the Hive Mind characters and make them very difficult to kill because of that. So if it's the case that she's really going to get a rework, we could see a very dangerous character with a lot of theory crafting opportunities. Okay, now we have X23. Not a lot of people are excited for X23, but maybe that's because they were not here when X23 was meta. And she was really meta. So first off, she has an ability block on her special that goes through the blocks and dodges. So even if the characters have evades or they can block, she will do it once again for 10,000 extra focus. 10,000 extra focus. And the attacks become unavoidable. So this is a very powerful ability block. As you guys can see beyond that, she doesn't have much more than that, but she does piercing damage. So piercing damage is always long lasting. So updating her stats is definitely going to make her more relevant right away. X23, she also very powerful because she gets evade on her basic, which she uses her basic quite often. And that's fine. It does not affect the Striker ISO 8, but this evade on the basic is very strong. It's like the OG Spider-Man, right? If you guys dread whenever the OG Spider-Man evades a bunch of times, well, she's going to do the same thing as well. And then we have the ultimate. Once again, piercing damage. She's going to attack the enemies multiple times, and she can attack the same target multiple times or attack different targets and jump from one target to another. She's very powerful. And she's going to be a great addition in terms of theory crafting opportunities, because if you have a team that does burst damage early on, she's going to go crazy because of her passive that gives her speed bar whenever ally or whenever enemies drop below 50% health. So it's similar to the symbiotes, to a lesser degree, of course, but she can be quite powerful because of that. She also gets evades. She also heals on her turn, so it's like Wolverine, but instead of having block chance, she has evades, and that is even better in my opinion. Finally, we have Colossus. Man, this guy is so good, and now Colossus with the combination of Forge is even better. His ultimate can extend all positive effects on himself up to 3 if you have the T4. So this is going to be, if you have like 3 evades, you're going to get 4 evades. If you get 1 evade, you're going to get 4 evades, which is insane. More death proofs, more defense ups, more deflects, more everything. Like, Colossus can be such a ridiculous character if you can do his ultimate on the right time, and then he also has the mechanics to taunt whenever characters drop below 50% health, as long as they are uncanny, but they could change these to be like all X-Men characters, and that would make Colossus very powerful. On top of that, he also has a Thorn mechanic, that whenever you attack him, he does piercing damage back, and the more charges he has, the more damage he's going to do. He can get more charges with magic, and now he should also get more charges with Sunspot. We don't know this for sure, but once again, if they're going to rework these characters, I really hope that they make them work with those new characters as well from the Extreme X-Men, and those are the X-Men reworks that we should have very soon. I'm very excited for these characters because all of them open tons and tons of theory crafting possibilities, and of course there is still a chance of us getting more X-Men reworks in the future, but for now I think these ones are pretty good. But you guys let me know in the comments below how you feel about these reworks. Did you play with these characters when they were part of the meta, and what you think about that? And as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Mouse Strike Force content, and I'll catch you guys later.